All right, so it's gonna be a what? It's gonna be a New Year's Eve glam makeup tutorial. This is gonna be like get ready with me sort of style, and this is something which is going to be on the go. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so I am going to go with my moisturizing my skincare first. So for that, I'm taking this Bioderma AtoDerm Cream Ultra Moisturizer. Winters are here and all we need is a little bit of good skincare. So I'm just going to use this on all over my face. For the look which I have in my mind, I might not do my brows and maybe I will. But that's going to be the journey. Next, I'm going to take this Plum Rice Water and Niacinamide Skin Toner. And I'm just going to take a couple of spritz. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap and really kind of massage it. Alright, so the skincare is on, and before doing my base, I'm going to start with my eyeshadows first. I'm going to take this L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This, I'm going to take a really tiny amount just to kind of cover this hyperpigmentation going on my eyelids, and I'm gonna use a beauty blender and blend this on my eyelids. Alright, so I'm thinking of this New Year's Eve glam to be quite grungy, gun metallic with a pale nude lip. So I'm going to take this Plouise basic Plouise base. This is in the shade Batter Black. This is basically an eyeshadow base which is black. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit on this palette, just a tiny dot like this, and I'm gonna take this flat shader brush, pick up this eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna bring it just tiny bit above my natural crease. I'm kind of confused whether to go with a rounded shape or whether to kind of pull it off in a cat eye. I think I'm just gonna pull it in this cat eye shape. To be honest, don't worry at this point. We're just going with the shape we want. So it can look a little bit messy, but trust the process because it's gonna come together. I think I'm kind of fine with the shape so far. The only thing I'm gonna do on camera is to map out the shape. The rest of the things I'm gonna do one eye off camera, and this is the one which we're gonna do together. You see, when I rest my eyes, they look kind of similar, but whenever I kind of like do this, it's not given. Okay, they look nearly identical. Nearly. This is the only problem with hooded eyes, which I hate to the core. Anyway, the mapping is done. Next, I'm gonna move into my eyeshadows. I'm gonna use two eyeshadow palettes. This one is from Huda Beauty. This is her Wild Obsessions in Jaguar. The color story is sick, especially this shade in the center is calling my name, and this black shade is really black. So I'm gonna start with this black eyeshadow, and I'm using the same shader brush, picking a little bit at the go. And once again, I'm gonna just set this eyeshadow base, and trust me, it's gonna be a time-taking process, being very precise with my application, especially when you're using such intense pigments. I'm just gonna flip this brush and do this. Okay, next I'm gonna pick this shade. This is sort of like a beige mauve, a desaturated mauve, I would say. And I'm gonna use a pencil brush. I actually wanted to show you guys, I always kind of pick the eyeshadow on the tip of the brush. I never poke it to this angle because this is how you pick up the eyeshadows. Just a tiny bit makeup tip over there, and I'm just gonna start blending to kind of smoke it out. I'm just gonna do these tiny scratches towards the inner corner without changing much of the shape. At any point, if you feel that you have messed up with the shade, just take a Q-tip and slowly just take off any eyeshadow or any product which bothers you. I also want to smoke out this section, and this one can be messy. I'm going to clean this shape using some makeup remover on a Q-tip. Okay, this is kind of giving this feline shape, and trust me, it's still messy. It's not the final look, it's not the perfect. I'm contemplating between using this shade or this shade. This, I don't know what shade I would call it, but I'm gonna start with this one and see if it matches the vibe. If anyone can tell me what color is this, This is more of like a neutral olive. I don't know. Okay. This is just magical. This is what we're talking about. I am gonna rule over the club just by wearing this shade. I just need to kind of blend these edges of the shimmer so they don't look so stark. I think I'm gonna use this purple gray sort of like a shade just towards the outer center. Okay, this makes it more magical. Definitely making a difference. Not in my life, but definitely in my eyeshadow game. I'm going to take this pressed powder. This is classic ivory from this Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. I'm just gonna highlight the brow bone. Also, it's going to just blend and make it look like more seamless. Okay, I'm gonna take a kohl pencil and run it on my waterline. I'm going to take an angled brush like so and just smoke this out a little bit. And also I'm gonna just make it look like a reverse cat eyeliner. I'm gonna set this with the same black eyeshadow from this Huda palette. Okay, by this point I have decided what I'm gonna do with my brows, so I'm going to just set them, and for that I'm using this NYX brow glue, and this is one of the stellar products from NYX Cosmetics. It just tames my, not tames because I don't have brows, it just kind of grooms my eyebrows to a place where I like them to be. So I just do this kind of like roll and pull because I love my brows to be at this sort of like an angle. I think I'm just gonna fill a tiny bit towards the tail of my brows, and I'm going to use an eyeshadow powder for that, and I'm gonna just pick this sort of like a soft brown shade and just fill it ever so slightly. And for my mascara, I'm taking this Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is the waterproof one in Cosmic Black. And I'm just gonna coat my upper and lower lashes, even though you're not gonna notice any change in my lashes, but you can still see some depth to my eyes. Someone is buzzing my phone. Guess it may be my sister who might be having her trade stories getting ready to share with me. Okay, this is one eye look complete. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so both of my eyes are now complete. It took a hot minute to make it look symmetrical when I'm having my resting bitch face. Okay, the eyes have literally come stunning and gorgeous. Next, moving on for my base, I'm gonna take this Derma Color Camouflage Creme palette from Krylon. I'm gonna pick this shade D5. How to use it is very simple. I'm going to take a spatula and take a tiny bit amount of product, starting with this much, and I'm gonna take it on a palette like so. So I'm just gonna warm it up, and I'm going to just place it from the center of my face towards the outer perimeters. You see how it covers up? I'm gonna take a tiny bit more. To bring back some dimension on my face, I'm going to take this shade called D31. This is going to work as more of like a soft bronzer. Literally, cream products are so beautiful and so easy to use. They really make my makeup game look stunning and gorgeous. I'm just going to use a beauty blender to blend around the edges so that the nose contour doesn't look like awful. Okay, so it looks cute. And for my blush, I'm gonna take this cream blush from a brand called Inside Cosmetics. This comes in like, this kind of cute tube. This is in the shade Apricot Jelly. Just fucking pigmented. Just like that. We're not gonna go blush heavy because I don't wanna look like a clown. And using the beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend it, bringing it up towards my temples. I'm going to strategically place some powder on my face, and again I'm going to go back with my classic ivory Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. I just love this one, and we're just going to do it just around my T-zone, tiny bit under the eyes, a little bit on my chin and my forehead, which is the most concerning part for me. I'm just going to zoom you guys in so that you can look up close and tight how it looks in real life. It's super flawless, giving this black swan vibes. All I'm left out with is a lip, and as we thought, I'm going to go for a pale nude lip. I'm gonna take my lip liner. This is from Colourpop. This is BFF number 3. I'm just gonna naturally line my lips. This sort of like a warm brown shade. And I'm gonna take this Forever 52. Yes, Forever 52 bullet lipstick in the shade Dio. This what like a pale beige lip color. And yes, we're talking now. I'm gonna take a lip brush and shade around the edges. Okay, to give my lips a high shine finish, I'm going to take this lip gloss by MAC. This is clear lip gloss. I'm just gonna put it towards the center of my lips. So there you have it, kids. This is the final look. I look super stunning, super gorgeous as usual. If you guys have loved this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. I hope you have a wonderful year ahead and may your wishes come true in 2025. And on that note, I'm gonna see you guys in my next one.